The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. Fair catch called for and made. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running back searching for a hole. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. In the football lore of the Golden State, there have been so many classics, and the Bruins pulled out a close one last season.
They did what they needed to do last year, no doubt. The Bruins came out and they executed when it mattered most. And, David, I feel like that's really lit a fire under USC in this game to try and get revenge.
Yeah, a year of hearing about it from all your family, all your friends in L.A. You lost to the Bruins. You're upset and you're ready to change that history and do something about it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action all of them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On second down, wants to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Coming after it.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, Look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Powers forward. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Shakes off the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Working that left side now. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a game, it can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall. That and get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Hawkins. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got his man quickly. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in.
And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are.
Fires and picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break up the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
That is going to drive this defensive game. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout. USC.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
This guy can throw it. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bruins are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Miles. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
He'll try the left side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's 3rd and inches. Who can impose his will? They'll try to run for it. The Trojans get enough for the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. And the Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. to the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, USC! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And
he's running in the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think on offense here, in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It doesn't get much bigger than that. On the road, 4th quarter, 4th down, and you're trailing. Nothing there initially. He's able to escape by time and then go pick up the first with it.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking left. He's got it. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
this offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all off season. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.